Hey everybody, this is Shawn Powell, and this is going to be a little bit different. Why should you do Exitus Elite? Okay, first of all, y'all, I'm not going to really even be hitting these videos for going to the sales pages and stuff like that. I've got so many videos. I literally 1 minute ago just stopped doing a video, but I wanted you to see something a little bit more important, y'all. Something a little bit more personal. Why should you do Exitus Elite? Okay, first of all, freedom, y'all. I'm going to tell you that more than anything else, it's about freedom. It's about being able to come and go as you please. It's about changing people's lives. It's about being excited and enthusiastic. And y'all, I'm going to tell you something. It's not about when you get freedom that it happens. It's on the way to freedom that it happens. I used to work where I was working 14-hour shifts, y'all, and over 65 hours a week in a restaurant. And I didn't even like the restaurant, y'all. I can tell you that. But it's because it was people, and I was a people person, and I was good at what I did, that when I took my last job, I stayed with it, and it had a really good owner, Mr. Ward, and he really cared about his people, y'all. But let me tell you something. I didn't ever really like that job. It never really fit me. It wasn't a town that I liked. It was on I-40 people. It was just way too busy. And I worked so hard, I could not gain weight. I literally, y'all, when I first started doing YouTube videos, I sitting at my kitchen table right there. If you could go back and look at how skinny I was, y'all, I was eating like crazy every day, but I couldn't even sit down to eat because if I did, I was too tired to stand back up. And that was my weekly work week, y'all. And I can tell you that, as soon as I got free from the job and took out all that stress, my whole life changed, man. Being home, just enough that my son could even stay in his own house, because for half the week he could not, because I worked too many hours. So from every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday alone, my son couldn't even be in his own house because of how much I was working. So to me, I was really excited about online business. It wasn't Exitus Elite right at day one. I came into online business last week of October of 2014, but something woke up inside of me. And I'm going to tell you, it's because after 26 years, I didn't have any way out. And, I saw the owner get fired inside that franchise, the business ideas, called Smithfield Chicken and Barbecue. And when I saw that happen, and I knew this owner was an awesome owner. 70 hours a week he worked. Even after he hired me, the general manager for this restaurant, to run his store back in, 13 years before I quit, whenever that year was. I can't remember what year it was that I came into the business. But I knew if he was going to get fired, and I was supposed to be next in line, I couldn't do a better job than that owner. And I knew that. And I started saying, you know what, I need to start looking. And then my son got sick. And when he went in the hospital, and we ended up having $11,000 worth of medical bills in only like 5 or 6 days. And I grant you, there's a lot of kids out there a lot sicker than my son was, but it made me really wonder, what if something like this happened again? Or if this became a normal thing and my finances was just flipped upside down? It was time for me to start looking for something, right? So one day I sat down and I did a search on YouTube, and I think I probably typed in online business. I didn't have any business in mind. But since 1996, though, I was always curious about doing businesses online. I remember one year for Christmas, somebody got me a book on eBay, stuff like that. So I was very interested in that kind of stuff. But I can tell you, I watched this video, and it was this old man. He was standing. Let me show you back here, y'all. If this is an example right here, let's say his couch was here. He was standing back here behind the couch. He was way back there. And when I watched it, I was like, what is this? But let me tell you something. He said some things that really grabbed my attention. And so it got me curious. So I went down a little rabbit hole. I was so green, I didn't even know how to go back to him. I remember the name of the company, kind of thing. But I didn't even go back and join up underneath him. And I wish I could have, because I was just that green, on day one. I honestly didn't know anything. I didn't know I should save that spot or anything like that. So I did a search for the company again, and I found a guy that he had gotten free from a job in 2 years from Tennessee. And I was like, wow, this is really my mentor. It excited me knowing that somebody was able to do that in 2 years. So I decided that I would, go down, and sign up with him. Later on, I wound up realizing who that guy was for the, that I first watched the video for, and he was such a great guy. His name was Chuck Boley, and I did it. I learned so much from him. He was one of those guys. He believed that if a video is 30 minutes long, even though YouTube might tell you in 4 minutes, your drop-off rate is going to start happening, stuff like that. But he was one of those people that he believed that if he started getting rolling and somebody was listening, they were really looking into the business, that 20-minute, 30-minute, maybe even 40-minute mark, those ones that made it are the ones that's really looking to make it or to do that business in the first place. And I realized, he taught me that people connecting with you is the most important thing. It really is, y'all. So I overnight, I couldn't sleep anymore. I laid in bed. I just went, hard as I could in that business. It were only $33 commissions. I wound up going #1 in the world, ironically having to fight Chuck for that position. I didn't realize he was that good, to have a marketer at that time. I really learned a lot from Chuck as well by competing against him, and we had a lot of fun competing for first place inside that business. But y'all, I want you to understand, I was making 300 to 350 members a month, maybe making 4,000 to 5,000 a month inside that business. When I got away from that, and I was #1, I walked away while being #1 in that business. And when I started hitting businesses like Exitus Elite, $1,000 commissions, y'all, that we get paid immediately. We get to pick how we want to get paid with the quality and the best owner of any company I've ever been in, and to this day, still the truth. I was like, you know what? Things changed. Instead of me working my tail off to, and I didn't care about the #1 position per se, because it was about getting freedom for me and my son. So when I got free from the job, May 7th of 2015, I came in Exitus Elite August the 1st of 2016. So it was a little over a year later. So I was still doing these other businesses, trying to learn, I wouldn't jump in just any business. I had to believe in the business. And I had to try to talk to the owner, feel good about it, because I knew I was going to put a lot of people in it. And I wanted to make sure they weren't getting hurt, right? But then the government come in and do it, hurt a business. Maybe they didn't understand it. And later on, crypto is one of the biggest problems with that. Crypto is dangerous anyhow, because of watching the businesses. I'm not getting crypto. I'm talking about the businesses themselves. So they take your money and run. You see that happen a lot, stuff of that nature. So to me, I was really more into, trying to find something that was safe. So I was tired of watching owners that made bad decisions, kill a business, and then watch my downline and me get hurt, right? So when I came into Exitus Elite, we get paid immediately. We get to pick how we want to get paid. We always make 100% commissions, and 90% of the people were coming at the G1000. Now we got a G2000. I've literally got a 20-to-1 ratio. So I've even got a 95% chance of people coming in at the 1000 or higher. I put the first member in for them, so yes, that does help, but I've also been doing that for my team longer than anybody else in the company. I've been doing that since 2016 to this day. I still do that for my members. So what did I learn was doing a great business or doing a business correctly can still be the wrong business. Is still wrong. You got to find a business, in my opinion, unless you just want to go out there and spin your wheels. And Exitus Elite, they have a leaderboard now, but for years they didn't. I didn't care about just putting my name out there on a leaderboard. I wanted to make videos and watch people come to a business that's going to change their lives. And that's what Exitus Elite was capable and able to do for me. But y'all, I'm going to show you something. We have, after 26 years doing restaurants, the most money I ever had in the bank was $15,000. $15,000. I had no way out. I was a single full-time dad. I wasn't broke per se, but at the same time, I sure wasn't moving ahead a whole lot either. And when I got into online business, I started having these $10,000 months, y'all, and it set a fire up underneath me. But when I got in Exitus Elite, they were going from $10,000 months to $40,000 months, even more than that. And on top of that, the biggest day I ever had in online business came from Exitus Elite. And, it was a $9,000 day. Never had anything like that, y'all. And you're talking about life-changing income at another level compared to that. But we wound up getting a yacht about 2 years ago. So 40-foot yacht. This isn't it. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love our boat, y'all. And it wound up, let me see if I can't look it up real quick, y'all. Again, this is going to be a lot different little video. And this might run a little slow because I got a lot of things going on up here. Let's see if I can't find our boat picture, maximum 3700. I don't know if this is going to be, these look like they're a little aged. Okay, let me see if I can't show you a couple of pictures here. All right, this might take a second, y'all, to pop up. I apologize. But y'all, I want you to understand, 26 years doing restaurants where I was basically the guy in charge, right? Going from that to online business allowed me to, go after dream stuff, y'all. This is a 22,000-pound yacht. It's awesome. It's 40 feet long. It's got twin 454s. It's beautiful, y'all. This is my little Jaguar. I paid cash from Exitus Elite money. I was able to do that. Sapphire blue, ivory leather. I just love it. To me, it's got a wooden dash. It feels very nautical in the first place. So, of course, it just really matches this boat. I got to be free on my license plate right here, y'all. And I'm not, please understand, I'm not trying to brag or anything. I'm just trying to let you know that what online business can do compared to that 26 years of restaurants with no end in sight. This is the little room. I call this my little boy's room. This is a sofa that lays down and stuff like that, and he's got his own TV in there. He's big play games and stuff. There's his TV. We put some lighting behind it and stuff of that nature. We're watching some 007. It looks like. This is the actual area. Little bedroom part over here. It's got this up here. We've got an upper section as well. This is some upgrades I did, putting in the lighting effects right here and stuff like that. Refrigerator is brand new. I built this part right here. So I did some really good stuff. This was the prettiest steering wheel I could find. It's called a Sota steering wheel. It's Italian. It's absolutely gorgeous, y'all. So I wanted to just show you. And this is I put in these speakers here, did some modification, put some lights up here as well. So I stayed pretty busy working on the boat, modding it ourselves to make it like we wanted it to be, right? But I just wanted you to see that there's no chance of really us have been able to get a yacht like that working in a restaurant. It just wasn't going to happen. So by me getting into online business and then going from the small ones to the bigger businesses, that's where the life-changing stuff started taking place. Now, that boat is too big. It's about 13 feet wide. You can't even go down the road. You got to get a permit just to haul it from place to place. It's basically made to stay in the ocean or, the big bodies of water. Well, we have a lake house, and that boat's too big, so we're looking something a little smaller. So this is a little 20-foot pontoon boat we have bought. And this is our very first day out on it, y'all. And it's just freedom to me, y'all. To me, nothing represents freedom more than a boat. It's one of those things you want to take your cell phone, cut it off, and just keep it away from you. Get out there, just enjoy the sun, the breeze, the water, the boat. That's freedom. You know what I'm saying? To me, I honestly don't know of anything that represents freedom more than seeing a boat out on the water. And I don't care if it's a big boat, a little boat, or whatever it is. It's just freedom. So I'd never had a boat before, y'all. And now we've got two. One for the lake house and the grandkids, and everybody can come up to it, y'all. That was actually the first day we bought it. Give me a second. I will show you some of the other pictures. Hey, look at this, y'all. Look, this is a $18,000 electric vehicle. It looks like a golf cart. It's got lithium batteries. This thing's a beast. It's got backup cameras inside of it. I mean, it's just awesome. Absolutely awesome, right? We bought that a little while back. What was it, a month ago? September 15th, October. So not even a month ago when these pictures were posted. A couple of things I posted right here. Hold on, I'll show you. Some of my YouTube videos, y'all, this is how I decided to get out to people. My little Jaguar, a little better. Picture of it. And I'm going to get down here and show you our boat in just a second. Look, y'all, this is Exitus Elite, making some incredible income. My little boy, I had to get me a new laptop. He loved it so much. He wanted to play Minecraft and stuff like that, So I decided to surprise him. He was doing really good in school. So I went and bought another laptop just for him. And this is him coming home. And he was so excited, y'all. He had no idea. And all that was Exitus Elite money, y'all. It's absolutely incredible, right? Here's some more. This is Power Lead Systems, Exitus Elite, and I didn't know it was going to be so far down. Grandkids in Florida, stayed at Bonnet Creek, absolutely awesome. This is 3,003 days. All right, y'all, let me show you this. This is freedom. This is our first time on the lake house, at the lake house, on the lake here in North Carolina, with this brand new boat that we had just brought in for the grandkids to enjoy. I put these lights up here. I did some cleaning up, had to touch up a couple of things because it wasn't brand new. We wanted it, something that we could pay cash for. And that turquoise or teal is such a pretty color out there on that water. This is my girlfriend and her granddaughter. So this is the real reason we bought this boat, was to get out there with the grandkids and just enjoy it, and that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing today. Matter of fact, when I'm done with these videos, we're going back to the boat. Did some fishing that day as well. But y'all, this is really, to me, what online business is about. It's about freedom. It's about you finding something you're excited about. It's about maybe growing inside. Because I can tell you, I grew so much. I'm entirely blind in my right eye, y'all. I've been like that since I was about 16 years old. And I went years where literally I wouldn't even, take a picture. There's a blank spot in my life where if I had to go back and look, nobody could find anything about me. And it's not that I thought I was ugly or anything. I didn't like seeing pictures of myself. I didn't like videos of myself. As a kid, I didn't like to hear myself talk. I remember somebody do a tape recorder or something like that. Maybe some of y'all can relate to that, I was like, that ain't me, stuff like that. But all that changed, y'all, when I got in online business, because I wanted my freedom for me and my son more than I cared what anybody else thought. And I was able to get over my hang-ups because I wanted that freedom. And y'all, that's something that you're going to have to do. And here's the wall that everybody hits. It's their selves. They're keeping themselves from making it. And I've seen it time and time and time again, y'all. Until you learn to let go, get over your hang-ups, you're always going to be in this little bottled area, because most of y'all, you think you're supposed to use the default sales page, hide behind something, and hope you're going to get rich with nobody knowing who you are. And it don't work like that, y'all. People join people. Understand that, y'all. And if you find a business you believe in, only join businesses you believe in. That's it. Be sincere. Show people what you believe in that business. Just let go and get over your hang-ups, y'all. I'm going to tell you, it was very hard for me to sit down at that kitchen table with that old S3 phone, Samsung phone, a $4 stand, and mash record when I didn't even like having pictures taken. But y'all, I'm going to tell you, I did it. Not only did I did it 130 sometimes in like a month and a half. Sitting down, mash record, while working 60 to 65 hours a week in a restaurant. Y'all, I was putting the work in because I had a burn in my stomach, because I knew I had no way out, and I was doing it for me and my son. Y'all, I can tell you, it's sweet getting free from a job. I grant you that. It's awesome, once you got that freedom. But let me tell you something. It was sweet when God finally put that burn in my stomach, and I saw there's a change coming. Because, y'all, I went to work with no sleep or 1 hour sleep, staying up all night long, doing online business, learning online business, whatever I had to do, because I couldn't sleep at night, right? I had to. So I would literally go to work bouncing off the walls with excitement. And I made this new commission while I was at work or something like that. Y'all, I can tell you, that's the sweet spot. It's not necessarily when you reach it. It's when you realize that change is coming and your life is about to change. That's a sweet spot. To me, that's just as sweet as the freedom itself. And if you can wake up anybody, y'all, if you do online business for years and you get one person that finds freedom underneath you, or you inspire somebody, you wind up watching getting free, it's worth it, y'all. It really, really is. And I can tell you, most of y'all, your limitations are because you're adding it to yourself. You're doing it to yourself. I had it too, y'all. It was hard, but I remember that day. I had to make a decision. Do I care what somebody may say or think about how I look because my low self-esteem, more than I cared to try to move ahead in a business that God obviously was pushing me? I couldn't sleep at night, had a burn in my stomach. I pure felt like I was going to jump out of my skin. And I was on fire, y'all. And people could sense it from day one. But I made that choice. But I easily could have said, no, this ain't going to be me. And thank God that I moved ahead. Thank God. All right, y'all. I just want you to understand, freedom can be found in a business like Exitus Elite, where there are $1,000 commissions, $2,000 commissions, y'all. That's life-changing income for anybody. When you owe $27,000 on a house and you make $1,000 commissions in a week, and you start thinking, wow, y'all, 24 more of these and I am free of a house payment. Or whatever that may be for you. Or that $11,000 medical bill that was hanging over me like a black cloud that I was able to wipe away with Exitus Elite like it won't nothing. You see what I'm saying? That's real. That is real. And I can tell you, I'm not rich in the sense I'm not a millionaire per se, but I am rich in many ways, y'all. I've been home since half my son's age right now. So half his life I've been home, full-time dad. That's priceless. Being able to come and go as I please, being able to buy, I'm not talking about, I'm just showing you what the differences were. Buying a big yacht and making it like we want it, to make it our dream boat. Even this little boat and the freedoms that we've got to come and go. To me, that is rich. And I would argue with anybody. I don't care who says what. I'm very happy with that lifestyle. All right, y'all. If you are interested in Exitus Elite, I have got a lot of different videos, over 200 videos for Exitus Elite alone. But if you know that you're ready to jump in this business and you know about Exitus Elite, and I'm gonna put your first member in for you, G1000 or the G2000. So every person you put in, every commission is going to be yours. Then go ahead and contact me. Make a comment down below. Reach out to me. My cell phone is actually down. The number itself is down below. Or just go ahead and jump in, y'all. That'd be fun. And we'll go ahead and get you started. I welcome and congratulate you into the Facebook group. You get a chance to meet the best owner of any business and one of the highest quality systems I've ever seen, where you could make your own stuff like I do in Power Lead Systems, or you can just use that default stuff if you like. Just show people you believe in your business and you're going to be accessible and applying action. You can make it, and this could change your life. That's for sure. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Appreciate it.